Parents talking to you. Finding more time to spend with the kids is the source of guilt for parents everywhere. But should it be? A new study suggests quality trumps quantity when it comes to family time. We've got some experts here to talk about it. Fred Goodall writes the Mocha Dad blog. John Pacini's the founder of the Dad 2.0 Summit. And Candace Thomas writes the blog Lux with Kids. Good morning to you all.
Morning. Good morning.
So this thought, and certainly I will acknowledge I've had this. I'm not spending enough time with the kids. And when I do, I'm yelling. So let me start with you, Fred. Your thoughts on quality versus quantity.
Well, I think it's important for parents to really think about how present they really are whenever they're spending time with kids. You know, a lot of times I plan these amazing things for the kids. This is going to be so awesome. And then when I ask them, so tell me about some of the experiences we've had, those things that I did that I thought were so awesome, those aren't the things they remember. It's, hey, Dad, we were sword fighting with the paper towel rolls. That was an awesome time. Mm-hmm. So the kids are really the judge of what's quality. So you have to defer to them, but really be present while you're with them.
What do you think, Candace?
I agree with that. A lot of times you can be in the same room, but if you're behind your phone taking pictures the entire time of the party, you're missing what's really happening. And I think it can be a little tricky when you have little kids, because it's not like you can say it's 2 o'clock, let's have some quality time. You kind of have to have a lot of opportunity for those moments to organically present themselves.
John, do you think that's the big takeaway here is?
Yeah, I mean, to the point of presence and non-distraction so much in the electronic age, but the reality is that this concept of quality time that's impressed upon us is really a fraud. It's really a lie that's been told to us by people that write books and people that publish parenting magazines. And what we face now is the importance of just understanding that if there's not a pot of gold of that moment that you're going to have to orchestrate and create and it's going to be a storybook moment. It's more like panning for gold. It's a patient, long process, and you just find those nuggets when you least expect it.
You can't wake up one day and say, all right, this is going to be an awesome day. Right. All right, kids, it's going to be fantastic, and then it falls flat. You can't plan it like that,
You can't plan it like that. You have to, my husband always uses this analogy, especially during basketball time. You kind of have to hang out around the basket.
Yep.
And the more time you are around the basket, the more likely you are to, get those baskets in there. Mm-hmm. So you need to be around to catch those moments.
That's right. Not to say that you can't be intentional about time with your kids. This past weekend, I just took my teenage son on a camping trip, and we were able to spend time together. And so you can do, and you should do those things. But, with anybody with a teenage child knows that you try to schedule time, hey, Friday afternoon, I'm going to come home, we're going to throw the ball, and we're going to have a great experience. Mm-hmm. Like, sorry, Dad, I have plans.
Right. And so many parents feel guilty because they don't feel as if they're having those exciting moments, but things just naturally occur. Yeah. Kids just want to be in your presence. They want to spend the time with you, and it's just those small moments that really resonate with them and really make a difference.
I just had one of these conversations with our youngest kid. Who's, why were you upstairs in your room? Why are you always up there? Come on down. And her response, dagger through the chest, was, well, I come down and I try to talk to you, and you guys are always doing something. Right. You can't always be doing something, can you? While there's stuff to do around the house, there's a never-ending list. You got to be open to, say, Junior, what's going on with you, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to sit and listen. Sometimes that's all they really want. Right. I mentor a group of teenage boys, and one thing that they tell me is their parents never listen to them. So just listening will go a long way to really have a huge impact on your children.
You think?
I do. I read once that just being on the floor playing with your kids is one of the best things that you can do. And when I have, many years from now, my kids are looking back, I don't want them to think about me just washing the dishes and folding the laundry, but being on the floor with them. So I really try to make those small moments count.
Mm-hmm. So how do you get the stuff done that you got to get done, though? That's the big deal.
Part of it is them seeing you busy and them being a part of your life. And you never know what they're going to remember. I think Fred said that earlier, is that, you'll look back and you'll have orchestrated all these ball games and all these things that you've done with them. And what they'll remember is the day you found $5 cleaning the couch and you went and got Slurpees and hot dogs. That'll be the day they remember.
And it's, people have talked about, how they spend their money and spending it on experiences versus things. That really translates to parenthood as well, is just finding time to do things.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
Excellent. So you agree with you agree quality versus quantity, although a lot of quality isn't a bad thing either.
Be intentional, be present, but spend a lot of time. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
I like it.
I like
Excellent.
it.
All right, parents, that's how you do it. from the experts. Of course, it's trial and error, right?
It's trial and error.
We're all parents.
Hey,
so
often
we
more
all-
error than anything
Parenting is
else.
on the frontier.
All right.
Always
So
on the
very well.
frontier.
All right, thanks. I appreciate
Thank
all
you.
of your
Thank you.
wisdom as well.